And hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing very well here tonight. I'm your host, Rob, from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. And tonight we are having a full jam packed night, fun filled of facts, of secrets to packing like a pro for a cruise. Or at least we think we're like a pro. But the question is, are we really a pro? Let us know what you all think. Do you think you're a pro in that comment section right over there? And of course, if you're here for the replay, leave it as hashtag replay, I pack like a pro, or hashtag I don't pack like a pro, or whatever you may think it might be. But without delay, let's dive into that chat and welcome in our viewers. The very first one into the chat is Mr. Sir Eddie Lugo Studios. Welcome on in, saying yo, Brooklyn in the house. It's his favorite model. Yes. And as more people come in, we will welcome in. But so far, that is the only one that has typed in that comment section right over there. Or is it on this side? Which side? I think it's this side. But let me know if I'm right or wrong. So, let's dive into the questions or statements, whatever we may want to call them. But the first one is know your cruise itinerary. This is extremely important because you need to know what your cruise itinerary is. So you pack the right stuff and not pack the wrong stuff, because you don't want to be packing like you're going to be going to like 80, 90 degrees when you're going to be doing like, say, like an Alaska cruise where it's going to be, if not freezing, close to freezing. And vice versa. You don't want to be packing for like an Alaska cruise if you're going to a very tropical, where you're going to be seeing like 80 to 90 degrees, because then you'll be sweating like very hot and you just won't have the proper attire wear. So you need to know what your cruise itinerary is going to look like, or what it's going to be, so you can pack the proper way and, have a very fun and enjoyable cruise. Because if you don't pack the proper way, I have a good chance you will not have a good vacation of a cruise, because you will either get yourself sick or you'll be sweating hot. And you may not have nothing to really put on, or be down to next to nothing. And then you can't really go out and enjoy the ship and the ports of call. So, know your itinerary and you'll be just fine. But what other points would you point out for knowing your itinerary? Let us know. Comment section right over here in the chat or down below if you're watching the replay. So let's move on to the second one. Start with a packing list. I love that idea. For me, my packing list, I keep it on my handy dandy I know you guys can't really see it too well. Let's see if I turn the screen off, if you guys can kind of see. It's kind of, there we go. That's probably the best angle I'm going to get. I put it on my phone. Yes. I make notes on my phone for a Caribbean cruise. When I start doing a Mediterranean, I'm going to do one for the Mediterranean cruise. I got one for Alaska cruise. So I have an idea of how much stuff do I need for a 7-day cruise. And if it's a shorter cruise, then I kind of alter it, maybe trim it, the numbers down. If it's a longer cruise, I'll trim the numbers up. But it's based on a 7-day cruise, always. As that's what I tend to always be doing, is 7-day cruises. So, I start with doing a packing list on there. So when I start packing things into the suitcase, I know what I'm missing and what I'm not. Or even laying them out on the bed or wherever I want to lay them out on. So I can start packing and organizing them very neatly. But of course, before it hits that suitcase, it's got to be rolled and put into my hanging basket that I love to use. And I hang it up in the closet as soon as I get into my stateroom, or as soon as I can get into the stateroom and get towards the closet. Because I tend to travel with other people, so they want to get their stuff put away too. Of course, I don't want to take up all the space. Come on. But I put my packing list on my phone so I know if I have everything I need, and if not, I know what I need to go after and how much I need to go after it. If I need to get new stuff, if I need to find it, make sure it fits, because, I gotta make sure it still fits me, because there's no point of taking it if it doesn't fit you properly. If it's too big, too short, not the right length, maybe it's damaged, you gotta make sure all that stuff is good, because you want to look your finest on the cruise. Because you need to look good on your cruise. Come on. So having a packing list on your phone, on a piece of paper, however you choose to do it. Like for me, like I said, I choose to do it on my phone. To have that list. It's saved. I know where it is. It's great. But start with a packing list. And there's slim air. Very slim air. You can forget something. Now, there's always room for error, but it can happen. Which brings us to the third. Once you got your stuff and your packing list done, you need to start packing the stuff. And how you do it? You roll it. You don't fold it. Because if you fold, what happens is it takes up more room. When some other people might say it takes up less. It all depends upon what kind of luggage bag, suitcase you are using. For me, I find rolling is much better because it's more compact. I can smush it in and compact it and hopefully get no wrinkles. So you always want to be rolling instead of folding. That's my personal opinion. But let me know, what do you guys like to do? Are you a roller or are you a folder? Know where to leave it. Chat right over here or in the comment section right down below. If you're joining us on the replay. And so far, we still don't have anyone else inside that chat, which is perfectly fine. Maybe they're still eating. Maybe they're having a nap. But I'm more than sure you guys will all catch the replay if you're not here live. Our next one is number 4, which is must-have cruise essentials. What are some of your must-cruise have essentials? For me, it is always, I need to have my camera gear. Because without my camera gear, like my phone, my 360, my camcorders, all that stuff, I can't be producing this amazing content for you all. Because I need that equipment. And that's an essential thing I need on my cruises. And a couple other things is like maybe like the chargers, I like to have headphones so I can listen to music if I want to. What else? Maybe a water bottle so I can fill up some juice throughout the day. If I don't want to keep running back to fetch juice. Those are just a couple essential things. And of course, sandals, because I'm not a big shoe person, especially when I'm in the Caribbean. But if I'm not in the Caribbean and I'm cruising Alaska, sandals aren't not so much. But what are yours? You know where to leave them. Right over here or right down here. But we have another one in the chat. And let's welcome on in to each mom. Welcome on in. And she says she's a folder. And there's nothing absolutely wrong with folding. Just for me, my preference is rolling. Because I find I gain more room by rolling than folding. That's what I find. And before we do that, actually, no, we're going to do the 5th one and then we will play a promo for a cruise that's coming up later this year in October. But first things first, number 5. Smart carry-on packing. What does that all mean? Well, to me, that means that you want to pack smartly so you will be able to not have too much stuff maybe hanging on your shoulder, because you got that carry-on bag that's your personal item, and then you got your rolling bag that you can maybe roll onto the plane with you if you gotta fly somewhere. So you want to make sure you pack it neatly and lightly so it's easy for you to find stuff, especially like your documents that you'll need to get onto the cruise ship. And maybe charging cables and your iPads, your tablets, your phones, whatever you may need. It's all neat, tidy, and lightweight, because like if it's hanging hard, heavy on your shoulder, over time it's going to hurt the shoulder. And then, poor shoulder. So that's what smart carry-on packing is, like, basically. But what does it all mean to you? That's what it means to me. Let us all know. And of course, like I mentioned, later in the year, there is a group cruise out of Tampa for the Booze Cruise 3.0. on Grander of the Seas. So let's play that clip and hear all about it. If you haven't heard it yet, here it is.
The Booze Cruise 3.0, hosted by Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. Ports of call: Costa Maya, Mexico; Roatan, Honduras; Belize City, Belize; Cozumel, Mexico; out of Tampa, Florida; Costa Maya, Mexico; Roatan, Honduras; Belize City, Belize; Cozumel, Mexico. Aboard the Grandeur of the Seas out of Tampa, Florida. Sailing October 25 to November 1, 2025. Book today for this amazing sailing with any travel agent.
And yes, that is the Booze Cruise 3.0 happening this October. So I hope you all can make it and enjoy that fantastic cruise that we're gonna have. And there's gonna be amazing meetups and activities and maybe some scavenger hunts. Who knows what activities that might be going on? But for sure, when we're in Cozumel, we're going to a beach, an all-inclusive beach where drinks and food and all that. And we're not quite too sure of the location yet. It might be Mr. Sancho's, it might be Paradise Beach, maybe Nachi. Who knows which beach we're gonna go to? And at the other ports, there'll be many activities that we can do if we choose to. And definitely on board, there'll be many activities. And have dinner with each other every night, some nights, whatever we decide to do. But that's the Booze Cruise 3.0. Hook up with any travel agent, book it yourself, or whatever you might do. But let's flip on over to the back over the chat, and we have someone else new in this chat. It is the travel agent, Rob, with Cruise Brothers, who is more than glad to assist you with the Booze Cruise, which is kind of strange. He pops in when the Booze Cruise is being played. Quite credential. I think he knew that this one was being played, so he wanted to get his name out there. So give him a call, a message, if you have his information. And if not, hopefully Rob with Cruise Brothers is still chilling around this chat, and he'll drop his information, or Nightbot will later on hopefully drop it for you. All right, let's flip off to number 6. Be prepared for formal and themed nights. Yes, cruise lines, they like to have formal and themed nights. So it could be a Star Wars night, or it could be a white, all white night, or all red night, or whatever it might be, and or just dress on up, as they like to have themed cruises or themed stuff. And of course, formal nights are also always very loads of fun. And I see that my friend Mr. Scott from Controversial Cruising has popped on in. And of course, Scott, you do have the link to join me up here on the panel inside that message I sent to the group earlier. So feel free to, get that button a little push. Pop up here for the rest of the stream. Pop up for a little bit. It's up to you. But yes, that theme night, informal, it's always loads of fun, and you can't complain about it. Well, let's flip back over here. Perfect. So yes, theme, and formal nights. It's loads of fun. And yeah, you're going to have a great time. Number 7. Toiletries and health items. All right, let's see what's popped over here. So it's all Nightbot promoting stuff for me. Just asking for, if you are new to this channel, please consider giving a thumbs up, subscribing, and setting the bell to all so you won't miss anything that will be big to you all. And of course, it's promoting our Facebook page. And if you're not on our Facebook page, head on over to Facebook, click this link, and join, as we want to grow that community on Facebook too. And of course, we're on the road to reaching the 110,000 subscriber. All right. And where do we leave off? Georgia Night. All right. Let's do a little promo first.
Now, remember, this floor right here, it's a hard floor. Do not hurt yourself, okay? This is not worth it. It is not worth hurting yourself to win the competition, okay? Please be careful on the hard floor. Now, you have to do whatever possible to eliminate this snake right here. Now, Rob, we're going to start over here with you first, okay? We're going to start with you first, Rob. Have you ever wrestled a snake before?
Nope.
No. Okay, there's a first for everything. All right, Rob, I want you to come right here to the middle. And on the count of 3, we're going to eliminate and wrestle that snake. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go get that snake. Oh, he just went in for the kill right away. Oh, with the elbow, WWE style. Oh, you didn't see me. John Cena. Oh, he's got it. Get that snake. 3, and he's killed the snake. Get over Rob. Good job, Rob. All right, now judges, you don't have to write down scores for this one. You don't have to write down scores, okay? I'll save you some time. All right, very good. Good job, Rob. All right. My love, you are up next over here. All right. Have you ever wrestled a snake before?
I wrestled a couple of things.
Oh, she's wrestled a couple of things. Mama's got some experience over here. She does. New Orleans got some experience. All right, well then this should be easy peasy for you, right?
Yeah.
All right, go get that snake. Here we go. Oh, she's eyeing it. Oh, she's got the booty on it. She squashed it. Now she's slamming it down. She's stepping on it. And she's smacking it now. She's smacking the snake. Oh, keep going, keep going. Seesaw.
And of course, that is a very small clip of some fun you get to have on a cruise. I thought I would like to share that with you just randomly, because I'm a very random person, and I like to get things at random times. So you never know when I may do something totally random, and that's why. That's another amazing and great reason why you should be booking to join not only myself, but many others on the 3.0 and other upcoming cruises that I got planned. But for toiletries and health items, of course, it's as normal essentials, things that you would typically use at home. That you want your toothbrush, your toothpaste, your mouthwash, some dental floss. That's, if you brush your teeth, but I'm sure you all brush your teeth. So you definitely need all that. Now, don't have to worry about the toilet paper because that's all provided for you on the ship, and the towels you don't need because they provide that for you on the ship. But please, if you're cruising Carnival, because I can only speak for Carnival, is that they're the only ones I've seen have them inside the stateroom. Do not touch the towels in the stateroom that are blue, yellow, and there'll be a note by them saying how much the towels are if you take them. Don't touch them, because then you can't be charged. Just leave them be. But majority of the items that you find in your washroom are typically provided on board for you. All you really need is like your toothbrush, like stuff to do take care of your teeth. The shower stuff is all taken care of, unless you want your own personal stuff, because they do provide shampoo and conditioner for you. But of course, if you want your own, bring that along with you. So that's pretty self-explanatory. But let us know: do you use the stuff that's provided on board, or you bring your own? And you can let us know in that comment section right on over here, or down below if you're hashtag replay, if you're part of that team. All right, let's flip back on over and cover number 8. And of course, we're flying through this very fast again this week, as the chat is very quiet. Let me know, is 8 o'clock Central Time not a good time for you all, as the chat has typically been very quiet lately? Let me know. And if so, what is the best time? And I'll see if I can restructure it so we can get more people into the chat. But the footwear strategy, I like to bring 2 pairs of sandals and only 1 pair of shoes, because I normally don't wear my shoes. I'm normally in sandals. So I always have 2 with me, and that's my strategy, because in case of one breaks, or I just don't want to wear that style, because each pair of sandals is a different style. Some I have the slip-on, and then I got the straps. So it all depends on what I want, and especially how even the floor is. Like, there are many factors out there, but that is my strategy for the footwear. And of course, I'm always game to hear what yours is in that comment section down below or inside the chat if you join me here live. And the second last one is power sources and tech gear. Like I mentioned, I have a whole bunch of tech gear I got you. If you ask for it, guarantee I probably have it. So I got the cameras, I got the camcorders, I got all the hookups pretty much that can cover you. So, of course, I need all that stuff so I can continuously charge my stuff, so I can be able to film all the stuff for you guys. So when I get home, I just upload it, edit it all, and then try and push it on up onto the YouTube and share it with all you guys. Now, I know I'm a little slow at producing my content sometimes, lately, a lot right now. So I need that motivation. Please help me, give me that motivation by commenting on my live streams, previous videos, and saying that we want more, give us more. And hopefully that will give me more of a boost to produce more content and get upload a lot faster. But you always want to make sure you have all the proper stuff that you need so you can keep all your stuff up to date, because on Carnival, it's all about technology. You need to scan almost everything, especially at the main dining room, just to be able to see the menu. And of course, last but not least, which is my favorite, getting souvenirs. When you go on a vacation, whether it be a cruise or a land vacation, whatever it might be, there's always going to be souvenirs. So when you go, before you leave for your trip, you always want to make sure you're underweight, because you never lose weight coming back home in that luggage bag. You always somehow put on more weight because you're buying stuff along the way. So you're always like buying stuff so you can, obtain memories, whether it be photos or models or shirts or keychains, whatever it might be. That all gives you weight. So, just had to have a little drink. So, you always want to make sure you leave that little extra room so you have room to do it. But yeah, no, those are my 10 suggestions for packing like a pro. And I'm always interested in hearing what are some of your solutions for packing like a pro. And of course, while we're live, that's the comment section of the chat. Leave in that over there, or even right down below, because it's always interesting to see how do other people do it, because the way how I pack like a pro may not be the same way as how you pack like a pro, or you, or even you. But I see that no one else has dived on into the chat, and we are about 35 odd minutes in. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up a little early again tonight. But next week, we are having our monthly open live stream, which we have a little, not clip, but a little photo. Yes, our monthly open live stream. Let's get rid of that banner so you guys can see it. Yes, for April. And I always have it on the third Sunday not Sunday. Why I'm thinking Sundays. I always have it on the third Thursdays of the month for my monthly open live streams, which everybody is invited to come on up onto the screen, chit chat, talk about whatever may come up, and hopefully we can keep it all related towards cruising and travel. But since I did mention about Sundays, let me know. Did you see the first episode of The North Meets the South this past Sunday? It was on my live feed with Cheryl from Cruising is Fun. Anytime, we're going live. I mean live. Every first Sunday of the month. And we're talking about things that are different between the North and the South. And some of the stories and just having a great, amazing time. And what time do we do it? We go at 2 o'clock Central. Yes, 2 o'clock Central. I mean, Eastern. 2 o'clock Eastern. And 1 o'clock Central. Sometimes I get mixed up between my Easterns and Centrals because I'm always talking to people in the Central and the Eastern and not so much in the Pacific now, but I do have talked to a lot of people in the Pacific before. And of course, I love the Pacific. So that's like 3 hours behind. So that's like 2. So take off 3 from there. That's about what? 11 o'clock in the morning. If my math is correct. Sometimes my math is a little off. But that's okay. But yes, so hopefully you'll catch our next North Meets the South on May the 4th. Yes, May the 4th be with you. For North Meets the South. But like I mentioned, my next live stream is next week on Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, for my monthly open live stream right here on this channel. So I hope you all enjoyed this amazing broadcast this week. And if so, on your way out, if you haven't already, make sure you go down below, leave a comment, smash that like button if you haven't done that one already by subscribing, as it's going to help me reach that 1,000K by July 1st. Ring the bell and set notifications to all. But until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it might be when you're watching this broadcast. And of course, as always, I will see you all on the high seas or wherever travels may take us. Until then, bye for now.